Hey guys, David with Twice Diecast. Let's go do some peg hunting in Paris. Hey guys, David with Twice Diecast, and we find ourselves in Paris, France today. Dream trip for me and my family. I am taking you along. Look at the scenery. We will never have a more scenic peg hunt on Twice Diecast, so I thought I'd make sure I get my camera out and show you guys the sights as I walk to my first toy shop in Paris. We're right outside the Louvre, and I had a ball just kind of walking in the streets of Paris to look for these toy stores. Found a couple good ones, so let's come along and let's check it out. All right, so another multi-level store here in Europe. They do toy stores really well over there. We are stumbling onto some 5-packs from Majorette right out of the gate. €12.99 for these. Not a bad price considering, I mean, you get a Lambo, Audi, Toyota, Jeep. Pretty cool variety in these 5-packs. At this point, you know, it's just hitting me how amazing it is to see all these brands that I have seen from other European collectors in the future. I start going crazy here, guys. I am yanking stuff off the pegs, throwing it in my basket. Toyota Supra, don't mind if I do. These are all going to be Majorette premiums. Here's a G-Wagon slash Brabus or Brabus. Chevrolet Camaro. Majorette does some American. You guys hopefully know that. I will be back for that Camaro. That definitely comes home with me. Kind of digging all these local liveries from municipalities, police departments, fire departments. There's a Honda Type R Civic that ended up in my basket as well. But you guys see what I mean right here on these, like French police, Land Rover. Pretty cool stuff. And I think they are kind of specific to the region where they are being sold. Here's a Volvo V90 wagon looking sharp, one of their better ones. All these premiums should have suspension and moving parts, and a lot of them, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of them have rubber tires. Some of you other Majorette aficionados can correct me on that. This GT3 RS was definitely coming home with me, as did the AMG GTR. Just super cool stuff from Majorette. A little bit bigger than 164, but just a brand everybody needs to try. If not for the Porsche edition that they do, I have had so many of these thanks to wonderful friends from Europe who have sent me these, and didn't grab any of these today, but noticed a Taycan, which I had never seen. Let's move to Siku now. They've got some French National Police liveries on these. Looking pretty cool, 3-pack. Lots of trains and lots of subway cars over there. That was new for me. This SOS gift pack is one I had not seen other than in videos. We did have that Porsche 5-pack below in Target stores here in the United States. We'll go through the Siku main lines. This is another brand. These are from Germany, guys, if you don't know, and pretty cool. A little bit bigger, about 155 scale. They have cards that slide out the back so that you can store your Siku in a plastic sleeve when you're not displaying it. They do almost everything you can think of, guys. Boats, trailers, big cruise liners. You can make a whole city out of Siku play sets. Of course, we're going to have brands that we don't see here in the States. They've got premium stuff, and they've got stuff like we have that is not so premium. And that was a brand that seemed to be local to Europe that wasn't too high on my appeal category. Got 5-packs from Hot Wheels. They did have Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Had some individual Hot Wheels in these baskets here. Don't know how new they were. Started to go through them. Seemed like they had been picked over. Although you have to remember over there, these short cards, they just don't get the Super Treasure Hunt in as many cases. So again, shout out to Rapid Nismo, who found a Jaguar F-Type Super Treasure Hunt in England not too long ago. I didn't expect to find one on this day. Looked like they had been picked over pretty well because a lot of them, I'd say 90% of these were fantasy cars. Did see the Bronco, did see this Nissan Proto. Those probably were the highlights. You can see that Nissan GT, whatever it is, this one right here. Other than that, not too much going on in this Hot Wheels basket. We'll put these back, see what else is in this shop. This might have been the bulk of it for this store. So we had Majorette, Siku, Hot Wheels, a few more Hot Wheels over here, as well as some 10 packs. Pretty cool store. I just love how all of these are like multi-level. That's really cool to me. We'll do one quick scan around the store before we head out, and then we're going to make our way to do some sightseeing before we hit our next store on the list. Yep, I think we've hit all the diecast in here, guys. Okay, so let's hit the road. You know where we're going next. Okay, I mean, well, you can't really miss it when you're there, but I did, this is as close as I got to the Eiffel Tower. Had to see it. It was on my way to the next store. This is riding around in the car. It's really beautiful, guys. Considering the age when they made this, it's pretty amazing. The architecture combined with the beauty. So, well done on that. Our next shop is going to be a really cool store. So hang around and with me. We'll go look at some cars and we'll meet a fellow YouTuber at the end. Okay, we're gonna step aside the construction stuff and get in here. Another multi-story toy store. Boy, they really know how to build these things in Europe. It's really fun exploring. Down here in the bottom is where they've hidden, I guess, the guys' toys. And on my way out of this floor, I was getting pretty frustrated. I happened to see a Hot Wheels Flame logo in the corner of my eye, so found the diecast section, and it was worth the effort. You'll see here in a second. We're going to look first at some Burago. Burago is a brand out of Italy. If you don't know them, we'll look at some 1/43rd scale here. They make a lot of good quality stuff. Not a super premium brand by any stretch of the imagination, and they're one of the few brands that has a current or very recent Ferrari license. So they do tons of Ferrari. They do them really well. Just a little bit bigger. They say 164 on these cards and these blisters, but it is definitely a little bit bigger than that. So I will just set your expectation if you buy some of these. You can see they do some sharp stuff. Wheels are sometimes a little sketchy, but the castings are solid. The details are good, and they don't just do European stuff. As you can see, we're looking at a lot of Camaros, and I think we got a GTO in the mix. Old Charger, maybe. That one looks like it wasn't even named or branded or anything. Here's a Dodge Viper. Again, wheels are a little bit funky to me, but they're cool. It's always really neat to have different brands in your collection and kind of compare who does what with their version of each vehicle. So we'll keep looking at these Burago here. Here's a Renault Clio, French car. These are brands that really appealed to me as my collection started to expand. Look at this Peugeot RCZ, to say it correctly, I guess, over there. These are brands that I just flocked to and had wonderful friends in Europe that sent me examples of some of these cars we don't have in the States. You can see the Ferrari kind of lingering there below. We'll get to those in a second. Don't worry about it. I just like looking at all these different things. Here's the Evo. A little bit of JDM. Check out this old classic Beetle here. Plenty of detail on that. Chrome bumper. Lamps are painted. Looks like a fire livery from France. Pretty common slam on Baragos the wheels, and they kind of earned it. On their main lines, they were just pretty much garbage. The Ferrari, they do take a little bit of extra effort on these, I believe. These are definitely licensed vehicles. As you are looking at the official label right there. So we'll go through these. I'm going to shut up and we're just going to look at them, and I'll be right back. All right, that is gonna do it for the Ferrari. Let's check out a 3-pack. Look at these cars. There's that Peugeot RCZ, I think. I was looking for information. Comes with a Mustang and a Viper. Where else are you gonna get a Peugeot, Ford Mustang, and Dodge Viper in a 3-pack? And in this one, I think we'll look at a few of these. We're not going to look at all of them. We start to see some repeats, and then we will hit other brands. Pretty cool Volkswagen bus here, slammed with a Bugatti on top. Last one we'll look at, Renault. Looks like a Charger and a Lambo. Make sure I grab my Bugatti. I had one Siku hanging out in this store. I don't think we saw any others that day. Make sure I get that Bugatti. And then we'll just see what else we can find. Not a bad selection in these 5-packs from Burago either. Really cool selection that they put in there. Great variety. They are proud of their Ferrari license. All right, let's go check out another brand. Let's see what we can find here. Got some micro machines, not really feeling those. Thought maybe that's a chase. I don't even know why I looked. I was never gonna buy that. No offense to you guys that like micro machines. Let's, oh, we do have a few more Siku. Didn't have any singles, I don't think. And I couldn't figure out what car this is. Is this a TVR? I need some of you guys to help me out with that. It obviously didn't help me much by reading the box. But we'll keep on trucking. We've got these really cool trailer sets. Here's a Dodge Charger hauling a Challenger. And forget what that, Vision Mercedes. All right, so we did find some Matchbox. I'll put that Highway Patrol Mustang back. Not the most current stuff, obviously. Here's some moving parts. At least they get them. I've heard stories from other collectors in Europe that those specialty Matchbox and Hot Wheels are just about impossible to find. So happy to see those for you collectors in Paris or in the surrounding area in France. Short cards on the Matchbox as well. I think these had been picked over. As had the Hot Wheels. A lot of fantasy stuff left on the pegs here. €3.25 for a single Hot Wheels mainline. Pretty steep, if I'm honest. All right, we will move to some majorette stuff. Check these out. So these appear to be geared specifically for female collectors. I think that's kind of neat. I've seen these in other videos, mentioned briefly. I think I might have even read where this is a intentional marketing effort to get more girls into collecting. Horse trailers and boats, kind of cool. Good for them. We always need more female voices in our hobby. And I think this was the single majorette, no, a couple more. Not a whole lot to look at, although I did find this Corvette, and that absolutely went into my basket. A lot of these other ones are the same stuff we found at the other store. Look at the really nice red on that Boxster. Here's that Supra again. 3-packs looking pretty cool. Aston Martin on the top there. Followed by a Lamborghini Urus and a Jaguar F-Type. That's a really solid 3-pack. As is this. Check this out. Supra, Camaro, and a Type R Civic. So plenty of muscle in that one. Okay, so there were more majorette than I remember. We'll take a look here. Here's a Ford Raptor in matte black, looking cool. Not feeling the cyclonic wheels on that one. €4 for a premium. Not a bad price for majorette, I don't believe. We're definitely grabbing this Corvette. And this might be the store where I found a few more at the checkout area right by the register. So I think we're going to do a quick scan of these shelves and make sure we don't miss anything before we head out. I've got a special treat at the end of this. Ran into Quirky Garage 1999. That's his channel. His name is RL, and he is one of the most knowledgeable collectors in our entire hobby. I call him Quirkypedia. We met up outside the store right near the end of my day. I had to head back to the hotel before I took the train back to London. Really appreciate RL for dropping what he was doing and heading out and meeting me at the store. We shot a couple quick videos for each other's channel. Just really a neat thing to get to meet other collectors around the world while you're out. So with that said, this is going to kind of wrap up our Paris peg hunting. We'll look at some, well, garbage brands. Here's another John World. Hope some of you John World collectors aren't offended, but I wasn't impressed with that diecast. Pretty much our Maisto 50 packs for $10 here in the States. And just looking around at some of the cool stuff that is different. Here's a single from John World. Reminds me of that Zuru Metal Machines line that's pretty generic. These were all fantasy castings. Not much to them. Well, there you go. That's how I thought at the moment. Found this cool old one though. So these are New Ray. I've got New Ray. I believe that's New Ray, who that is. I've got a few of those in my collection, and they are Maisto. So with that said, let's make our way. We'll stop at the register and see what they have on the pegs. A few Sekus to wrap it up, including that really cool Ford GT. We'll meet RL, get some pictures, and then head out. This is David at Twice Diecast, and I am really glad that you joined me as I did some peg hunting in Paris. May not ever be here again, and probably the best scenery we'll ever have on a Twice Diecast peg hunt, but I appreciate you joining it with me. Yeah, just had a cool time. There's an Apollo, there's a Lamborghini, and pretty cool BMW X6. Forgot how many good ones there were at the register here. All right, I've got my bags. I'm ready to go. You'll see me in a picture waiting on RL to get here, and then we took a picture. Again, Quirky Garage, 1999. Go give his channel a look and a subscription. He knows all kinds of stuff about castings and has all the coolest cars. Until then, I will see you on the next video, guys. Take care.